Genre, narrative nonfiction. Taking care of Pepper. Essential question. How do we care for animals? Read about how a boy cares for a horse. Have you ever been on a farm? Jack lives on a farm. He has a horse named Pepper. Jack helps take care of Pepper. Looking after a horse is a big job. A horse has many needs. There are a lot of things a horse must have to live. Every morning, Jack wakes up at 5 o'clock a.m. He and his father go to Pepper's stall. The stall keeps Pepper safe from bad weather and other dangers. When Pepper sees Jack, the horse gets excited. Jack smiles when the horse gets all worked up. First, Jack gives Pepper hay to eat. While Pepper eats, Jack cleans Pepper's stall. He shovels out the dirty hay and sawdust. Then he puts down fresh padding. Pepper stomps his hoof and nods his head when he sees Jack. Next, Jack strokes Pepper's brown coat and it feels smooth. Then Jack leaves to go to school. But his work is not done. At 3 o'clock p.m., Jack rides the bus back home. He has a snack and does his homework. Next, his mother gives him an apple for Pepper. Then they go to visit Pepper. Jack feeds Pepper hay and fresh water every day. Jack and his mom find Pepper in a field. Pepper is allowed to roam. He can walk all around the field. He was drinking after having wandered the field. All that walking here and there made Pepper thirsty. Now it is time for Pepper's exercise. In the wild, horses run many hours a day, but Pepper does not live out in nature. Jack must make sure Pepper gets the exercise he needs. Pepper must have exercise each day. Jack puts the saddle on Pepper. He places the bit in Pepper's mouth. Mom does the same thing with her horse, and they ride horses together. When they are finished riding, Jack grooms Pepper. He brushes his mane, tail, and fur. Finally, Jack gives Pepper more hay and refills his water bucket. "See you in the morning," Jack says. Pepper nods his head as if to say, "Yes, I'll be waiting." Jack's dad checks for rocks in Pepper's hooves. If he sees one, he must get it out.
Make connections. How do people care for horses? In this story, we learn lots of different ways Jack cares for horses. Think about those in your head. Compare the needs of a horse and another pet you know. Which needs more care, a horse or a different pet you know of?
Ask and answer questions. When you read, asking questions helps you think about parts of the story you may have missed or do not understand. Find text evidence. On page 71 of Taking Care of Pepper, I read that a horse has many needs. I ask myself, what things does a horse need? Every morning, Jack wakes up at 5 o'clock a.m. He and his father go to Pepper's stall. The stall keeps Pepper safe from bad weather and other dangers. When Pepper sees Jack, the horse gets excited. Jack smiles when the horse gets all worked up. First, Jack gives Pepper hay to eat. While Pepper eats, Jack cleans Pepper's stall. He shovels out the dirty hay and sawdust. Then he puts down fresh padding. I read that Jack feeds Pepper hay. I understand that Jack takes care of Pepper and gives him what he needs. Your turn. Think of a question to ask about Pepper's needs. Reread parts of the selection to find the answer to the question.